Welcome to Mornings with Patty and to my living room. And I am reading today from The Courage to Change, August 19th. And it's about facing reality and how to do that. There is a piece of reality that I would never wanted to see. I love someone who couldn't be trusted. Again and again, I suffered the disappointment of broken promises, contradictions, and outright lies. Each time I felt crushed, betrayed, devastated, outraged. Nevertheless, hours or sometimes days later, I put the incident out of my mind. And then when the next promise was made, I trusted without hesitation and with my whole heart. I continue to find it hard to accept that I can't trust the promises of someone I love. Yet I see that most of my heartache has come from my own refusal to accept reality. My spiritual program helps me to trust my experiences more than the inconsistent words of others. I'm learning not to depend on someone who has been consistently untrustworthy, but at the same time realizing that there is no excuse, that isn't an excuse to give up on the whole human race. Facing reality means accepting that many of my experiences demonstrate that there are people upon whom I can rely. And today I make a commitment to be honest with myself. By facing reality, I become someone I can depend upon. When I first started my spiritual program and my spiritual foundation, oh my God, I had no idea what a mess I was. And I was for years, to be honest. I lied by commission, I lied by omission. I wasn't open, I wasn't vulnerable, I kept secrets, and it was the demise of my marriage because I was so broken. And I have so many experiences where I've had to really work hard over the years, so many lessons, the consequences of my lying, the consequences of my omission, the consequences of my betrayals. The ultimate consequence was a divorce because my husband at the time had to face the reality of who I was. And I can't blame him. Now, on the flip side of that, decades later, as I continue on my spiritual journey, I work really hard at being more honest. I commit to myself to be more vulnerable. I commit to myself to be available to others, to be emotionally available. And this is, and then the other part to that is I have to look at the people in my life who I absolutely adore. And there are those who I absolutely adore who aren't trustworthy. And if they're not trustworthy, I'm out the door because I can't afford emotionally or spiritually to have people who betray me in my life, to have people who can't be honest with me, because that's not a real relationship. That's a transactional relationship. So this is what your job is today. I want you to take a piece of paper of this person that you love so much, that drives you insane, and they have a certain behavior. And I want you to ask yourself, is this behavior lying? Is it without integrity? Is it whatever that is, that person's behavior? And I want you to list those behaviors that drives you crazy. And then I want you to make another column about how it makes you feel, those behaviors. And then what I want you to do is what you will do about those behaviors, about how you feel. And if it's a consistent behavior of either lying or yelling at you or whatever that consistent behavior is, it is up to you to accept it, because you cannot change another person. You cannot change the way they think, no matter how much you yell at them. You cannot change the way they think about you, how they perceive you. You can't do any of that. You have to accept this is who they are at this time, and they're not going to change. So the only thing you have to do when you look at these patterns is determine what you are going to do. Once you accept that this is who they are, this is how they show up, that's where you make that decision of how to move forward. And sometimes there are consequences. But what I will tell you is that your suffering will continue because of your voluntary acceptance of their behavior. Now, if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Maybe put your notifications on because I post them every day. And then maybe share this with somebody that you think will benefit from this kind of content. I love you. Mwah.